Hello everyone, my name is Nerd Builder. I'd like to welcome you back into another episode of MineColonies. I hope you're having a great day so far. So again, another busy week here in our colony of Cliff Heights as we continue to go about remodeling and changing over to the Caledonia style and rearranging some of the buildings. So a lot of the focus this week came up this way. You know, the amphitheater has been completed over here, and this site's also looking different too. So we actually, the tavern is still in progress. The one hold up right now is we need 3 sea pickles, and there are no warm oceans anywhere near our colony. I've been searching a little bit off stream and I haven't been able to find one, unfortunately. So we're gonna have to keep looking, but until then, this kind of puts the tavern on hold, which is a shame because let me see if we can see it. She literally just needs the sea pickle. She's about 98% done with the building. It's just that she needs that one final thing. So what we can hope to, unfortunately, none of the wandering traders, which there's been a few that have come through, haven't had any sea pickles. So that's something I'm watching out for as well, to see if we can make a trade with a wandering trader. But yeah, so the restaurant is all fully upgraded now to level 5, and the last episode we were at level 4. So this is all maxed out, and we took down the old one right over here, and we put this one in, and yeah, it looks great on the inside. We have, you know, our chef and our assistant chef here, and we ended up moving them over early because the colonists were kind of just chilling in here. They weren't going to the old restaurant, they were coming to the new one. Apparently they wanted to hit the new hotspot in town. So yeah, but this is all fully functioning, and we set a bunch of minimum stock there. So a few things there, like with bowls and whatnot. So I thought that would be good, so that way they're building up their supply. You can actually see it looks like they're making some potatoes right now as well. We'll have to keep an eye on their inventory to make sure that they don't fill up on baked potatoes and that, because that's happened before, with eggs at least before. But yeah, so currently we have a guard tower going up. You can see Maddox is mostly finished here. He just has a little bit more to go here. And yeah, so this will be an upgraded level 4 tower. And we moved one of the houses up over here too. So, oh, out of water. We moved one of the houses up over here too. So it used to sit right over here, but now we have a level 4 house. We have a few homeless citizens right now because, again, we were having some live in the tavern probably longer than we should have. But for right now, until the tavern's done and until we get these other houses upgraded, we're going to have a few homeless colonists. So it's going to be a tough few nights. They're not going to sleep, and they're probably not going to like that. But there's not much we can really do right now. But yeah, we're going to be continuing along, you know, upcoming with moving these houses up, or transforming them over to the Caledonia style and kind of moving them around, because I think we should be able to fit at least one more in this space. I'm not sure with the guard tower, because again, I think they probably in part took down some of this house, I think, at least parts of it, to fit the guard tower. So I'm not sure if with the Caledonia style, because again, it's not the longest building, but it is a wide building. So we'll have to see if we can maybe fit it in or what we can do. But I'm hoping we can at least keep 3 in this area. We can move maybe this one over and put it right there, and then from there we can try to see what we can do about taking down these last 2. If anything, I'm hoping we can have 1, 2, and 3 over here, and then with the 4th one we'll move it all the way down in our line of houses right over this way. We can move them down this way and at the end down there, because again, that's still within proximity for like our workers, and that you know, again, it's not like a house that's way out of the way. It's going to grab some water very quickly. And I'm going to talk a little bit more about like what we're going to be doing coming up. So, and another update too. So the after we finish upgrading, sorry, it's really bright. Once we finish upgrading this area, because again, there's a handful of buildings left. The ones that I showed, we have 2 farmhouses and we have a guard tower down there, a mine, and the combat academy over there. And on this side, we obviously have a bunch of buildings over here. Our personal warehouse right there, couriers' huts, our barracks, and a couple more couriers' huts too, and a house here. That all these buildings need to be upgraded, and as do these houses right over here. These houses need to be upgraded as well, as do the composters over here too. And yeah, so we have a few buildings over here that we still need to upgrade as well, but we're going to be working our way over here as we continue, because again, like, some of the building designs are bigger, some are smaller, so we're trying to keep everything as close together as we can. So I'm hoping that, you know, we're going to be able to fit all the puzzle pieces together, and that this has been quite an undertaking. I I can't say I would recommend doing it, you know, maybe staying with one style. We did it obviously in between with the change from 118 to 119, and we changed our texture pack, and the Caledonia style looked I think the best for our colony over here. So, but definitely it's something worth planning out, because I've been thinking more and more, you know, about things I would do different at the beginning, and a lot more is the planning with the roads, and that way we're not moving buildings around, because again, it obviously takes a little bit longer to do things that way. And the last update that I have for this week involves the beekeepers hut over here. So I finally was able to, on my expedition to try to find a sea pickle, which was I searched a lukewarm ocean, because I thought maybe there would be an ocean nearby, because I looked on our explorer's compass for a like a warm ocean monument, and it ended up being in a lukewarm one. But on the way back, I managed to snag 2 bees over here. I saw the one, and I think that's the other one too, and we already bred one, so there should be a third one somewhere too. I'm hoping that they didn't wander off, but we were actually, it looked like some of our 2 bees had disappeared, unfortunately, from the beekeeper's hut. There we go, there's 2 right there. Some of them, like, I think they wander off, or seem to be getting stuck along the top of the buildings. Like, the bees a few times have gotten stuck up on this ledge that they just kind of hover slightly above. And one of the bees, which I don't know if it was one of those, because there was one when I checked after they were here for a few minutes that were kind of like hanging out up here, like he was just kind of hanging out, and like you could see the pollen dripping off of the bee, but he wouldn't come down. So it looks like they both went back inside, so that's good. So we can get a more reliable source of honey. We ended up taking down a lot of the beehives. Again, if you've been following along in the series, there was beehives are kind of rare in Minecraft, but for some reason we have about 12 or so beehives, because they were all kind of growing over in this area over here behind this house, that they managed to get a bunch up, which originally we borrowed bees from there. We borrowed 3 from there, but then they disappeared from there. So, but we took down all the beehives that were kind of hanging out right over here too. And I checked the beehives. There was a beehive that was just outside the walls of the colony, but unfortunately the bees are gone. I'm not sure what happened to them, but we've raided it for honey before, and it looks like they either died or they went somewhere else. So, and there's nothing within proximity, so I had to escort those bees back about 2,000 blocks. So quite the hike back. So yeah, right before we start our build for today, I'm actually just going to run in here, and I'm going to sleep very quickly. I'm actually not going to cut away this time, because we're going to get right into today's build, which today we're going to be doing the bakery. Now, we only have a handful of buildings left. A lot of it feels more like convenience buildings at this point. We also have to build like an archery, but some of the other buildings are kind of like, at this point, like just extra. And, you know, because we only have about 5, 6, 7 buildings left, somewhere around there. So I figured the bakery, because again, we used to have a wheat shortage. We no longer have a wheat shortage. We definitely do not have a wheat shortage anymore. And it'll be good to get something done, like, so that they're making bread and they're doing something productive with the wheat. Because for the longest time, we didn't have any wheat. and we were always running very low. And then when we put the greenhouse on the over the farm, it really helped out a lot. And now it's been going nuts where we have basically an unlimited supply. So for purposes right now, I'm going to grab just one wheat. And let me make sure, do we have planks? There we go. Okay, so we're actually going to run back. I had to grab one wheat. And we're going to craft the block. Let me just head back up towards our house. But yeah, so the bakery, I'm hoping we're going to be able to fit it in right by our, right in between, well, I'll show in a minute, but right after our restaurant there. The reason being is because it's a smaller space, and unfortunately so far we haven't been able to find anything that fit. The tavern almost fit. There it was one block off, even with the overall, like with the overlap, it was still one block off there. But in order to get the bakery, we're going to go around like that, and we're going to put our build tool up top, and we can see we get this block right here. And just a little bit more on the bakery. So the baker will craft bread dough, cookie dough, cake dough, and raw pumpkin pie, and bake these in a furnace to create bread, cookies, cakes, and pumpkin pies. They will only do this upon request from the cook, the post box, or a minimum stock in the warehouse there. So it won't be like an automatic thing. It seems like they make it upon request. There, the baker can also craft some non-vanilla breads. So sweet bread made from wheat and honey bottle. So that's kind of cool. Another use for honey. There, it's available at bakery level 3. Has a slightly higher saturation than normal bread, and gives you a speed boost and removes poison. So something that's very beneficial there. There's also the milk infused bread, which is made from wheat and a milk bucket, and it's available at the level 4 of the bakery. There, removes all potion effects like milk buckets can do. Their golden bread made from wheat and a gold ingot, available at bakery level 5, instantly heals 2 hearts. There, and chorus bread made from wheat and a chorus fruit, available after completing the Know the End research, which we have already completed that research there. So yeah. So again, this is going to be a useful block there to, we can have them create some pies and whatnot. So it'll just kind of diversify our food supplies. So we're going to head on over here, and I'm hoping that this is going to fit here. If not, we might try to put it in the back by the tavern over there. So one of these 2 spots right over here looks good. So let's go ahead and let's place this down. Okay, we're in the Caledonia style. And let's see. Let's see where this might be. Thought it might have been under fundamentals, but maybe not. Luxury. Okay, so let's go ahead and we'll up this to level 5. And this is the Caledonia style. And let's see, it looks like this is going to be maybe slightly too big as well. So if anything, we might have to turn this into a park. Because again, we can have a little bit of overlap. So we can go pretty much right here. Okay, and this isn't so bad. The guard tower is closed. Yeah, we're still like 1 over. Let's see if we brought it over 1 more. I mean, okay. We just fill in some of the grass. Buildings would be very close together, but I'm kind of thinking that this maybe we can make this work. Because again, there's not many options here. The tavern was coming over pretty far, and yeah, this might be okay, I think. Or we could try to fit it back here as well. It would probably fit better back this way instead of us getting them that close together. Let's bring this. Let's flip around. And let's bring this all the way down. And let's see, we might end up taking out this fountain over here. We can kind of redo it. I'm thinking that the area next to there we might just make into a park, because I think many of the buildings are not going to fit there, unfortunately. Actually, there's one more thing we can try. Hang on, now that I'm thinking of it. It doesn't have to face the front. We can do it maybe on the side. So let's just take a quick look and see. I'm not sure if this one's equidistant around. Well, let's see, because I really would rather have it over here if I can. It's about equidistant. Okay, never mind. I was hoping that maybe if we turned it to the side that it would make it a little bit smaller and it would fit into that space, but unfortunately no dice. So okay, let's flip this around. Let's see, do we get the front right? Yep. So this should fit into here, I believe. So let's see if we can. I don't think we'll be able to now fit it with the. Oh, let's say we go right up to here. I think that kind of cuts off the fountain a little bit. We have to go like right up to here. Which would not work either. So, wait, tight fits now. Very tight fits over here. Well, we could mostly leave the fountain. We could see what they take down from it, even though it might look a little weird. Here, maybe we'll have them just take down that fountain. Let's see if we put it right on the edge here. Yeah, we'd have a little bit of a gap. We could maybe make this into like a walkway through here into like a little park area back here. So we could do that as well. Because again, I'm not sure. We'll have to see what else we can possibly fit into this area. But yeah, I'm thinking that might be a good option there. And again, it just comes down to, you know, again, I wish at the beginning, again, if we knew what we knew then, like, I think we'd do a better job of planning it out. But I think for the most part, everything has fit in relatively well. I think we could leave this as a walkway. We'll just have the fountain taken down over here. And maybe what we'll do is this area will be transformed into a park. That might be the best way to go here. Unless we could find something else that could possibly fit in here. Though I'm not sure what would possibly fit in over here. I guess we'd have to take a look with like some future builds and that. Maybe I'll have to craft some of the blocks. But yeah, I think this will be good. So there'll be a little bit of a gap here, but maybe we could just have like an alleyway or a walkway coming through this way with like 2 wide, and maybe have some flowers running up along the side here, or like some hedges looking thing, like we could take some of the leaves or that and do something like that. And that way we can kind of open this up. Because again, like this would be a nice little area for a park. I don't know if we could fit a tree back here, but this would be like a nice, yeah, it's behind like in the alleyways back here too. So, but yeah, let's go ahead and let's place this down right here. Again, that fountain will be coming up. And let's see. There it is. The block. Let's take a look and see what we're going to need. So a furnace, oak plank, spruce stairs. Okay. It looks like for the most part, it's everything that they're going to be able to do, yep, on their own. So I think what we'll do is I'm going to cut out really quick because we're going to need Maddox. We're going to need Maddox because I'm going to leave Emmy assigned on the town hall, even though she can't do anything. There, we're going to leave her there. And once Maddox finishes that up, because he's just about done anyways, I think we'll get started. We'll have Maddox do this week's build over here. So the fountain will come out, and we'll have a new bakery in here. So I think this will fit to the best that we can. It's going to be tough, because again, like it's a little off, but that's okay. And our other buildings are kind of set over here. So I figure maybe we'll just leave like an alleyway or something in between there. And, you know, in regards to the fountains or that, if we end up leaving the space, we could always put some fountains in like a nice little park area right on the corner over here too. So, okay, yeah, we'll cut out. Well, we're going to view by a time lapse of the build per usual, but we'll do the time lapse, and then we'll come back in, we'll hire someone, and we will check out the what goes on with the blocks. So let's check out the time lapse. Okay, and we're back. So it looks like he only partially took down the fountain right behind us there, but I'm sure as we continue to upgrade our bakery, they'll take out the remaining part of the path and the fountain there. So I've been noticing some like mixed luck with them deconstructing some of the things that we built in 118. It seems like they leave remnants around. Again, I don't know if that's just a mine counties thing or if that was just like from yeah, they're not recognizing the full build with the upgrade, the 119. But yeah, so pretty basic looking. Most of these Caledonia buildings are at level 1 and 2, but they really start to take shape like in level 3, 4, and 5. I always look at that. It's like such a nice touch, that clock tower over there. Like I like the way that that looks there. But yeah, let's go ahead and head inside. So again, very humble in here, just one furnace, a very small space, and we have the barrel up here. But let's take a look and see first like what we would need to get this up to level 2. So not a lot actually. So pretty quick, it would be a pretty quick upgrade. But let's see. So we need dexterity and knowledge as the two. So let's see. Here, do we have a combination of both? Yeah, I guess Lennon McDonald will be our will be he's probably the best one for it. So let's go ahead and let's hire Lennon. Here, he's one of our newest ones, and you can see here, so not really much of a so we can't really add any recipes there or any smelting ones, at least right now. We could set a minimum stock, so we could set wheat, and we could give them for right now, maybe let's just do like 3 stacks right now there, and then I guess we should set the fuel as well. So let's take a look here for some oak, one spade. Try that again. There we go. Oak log, and let's try again with spruce log as well. There we go. Okay, so we got a fuel source set, and you can see priority or warehouse stock. Again, we have done that research. But yeah, so we'll see. We should get some deliveries here, but I think this will be a good addition. We'll see. I'll probably put in a request for certain things, a request for bread and that. But yeah, I think this will be a good one again as we finish up the last couple buildings that we have here. So I'm excited for the bakery. I think it's going to be a nice addition, and we're going to look to probably get it upgraded very shortly thereafter. But I think we're going to leave it here for today, guys. Thank you so much for checking out the building of the baker's hut, the bakery baker's hut here. If you did enjoy the episode, please consider dropping a like on it. It's an excellent free way to support our channel and our community here. And if you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing. It's free. Another great way to support our community and our channel, and you'll always be notified when a new episode comes out or when we go live. And we do have a channel Discord that is open to everyone. I have a list of mods that we're currently using over on our Discord, a Q&A section, and you know, you can always feel free to post pictures of your own county. I enjoy seeing them very much there. But we'll be back in another week. I'm not sure what we're going to be doing for the next episode. Again, there's not too many options left at this point, but we will see. But we'll be back in the week with another episode. But until then, my name is Nerd Builder. I hope you have a great rest of your day. We'll see you soon. Bye for now.